Just want to let you know, I was listening to it on YouTube. That's why it was so perfect, baby. The boys are back in town. Let's go. The kazoo is back.
This man is really excited. He in here loud.
I'm in everywhere. I am in. It's like the intro to the what is it, THQ or what was it? What, remember our Maxwell back in the day? He was sitting in the thing, it was just ripping through. Yeah, that's where we're at. We're in high levels of awesomeness right now because Daily Kazoo's back together. The three of us, some way, somehow, have been apart for the last 4 or 5 weeks. We've all been traveling, COVID, wild things.
D23, only one of us ended up going.
Seriously. Yeah, literally only one of us ended up going, and it was not me. Jacob
and even you ended up with just some mess with D23.
It's exactly what it looks like he's doing now. So
this is actually root beer. So
hey, sure. Look, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
I don't want YouTube or anybody to be like, "Hey, what's he drinking?"
He drinking that lean. Anyways, boys are back. Jordan, how you been, buddy?
Good, I'm good. Hey, shout out to everybody who is tuning in with the Daily Kazoo. We've had a good couple of weeks, even though we've been apart. I've been, watching the playbacks when I wasn't there and the playbacks when I was there, and we still been keeping the show together. Happy to be back with both of the homies today.
Can we all agree? Reunited and it feels so good. Oh God, it's so good.
Reunited because we okay, enough.
Are we doing this?
Guys, we're all over the place, but that's what we usually. Did you just get up and start twerking?
Hell yeah, baby. Jacob, how you doing?
I'm good.
Wow.
Life's moving fast, but it's moving in a good direction.
Didn't you realize that you have like less than 100 days? Or something like that, or how
I have like less than 50 days.
So you get married. Ooh, the nuptials.
And then probably right around 50 days until we move. And we just got approved for a house. So that, all of it's happening. Which means roughly...
Oh, we got Adam's sound back.
Which means roughly right around 50 days until Black Panther. But... because we're getting married this summer. So
more importantly though, do you know what happens in like 9 days?
Wait, what?
You know what happens in like 9 days?
Like October 5th.
Yeah, 10 days then. You know what happens in 10 days?
That's crazy.
10 days.
We all three were supposed to be there, but
Jordan is flying to Jersey and we're going to New York Comic-Con, baby. Yeah.
As long as I don't get sick too. So
relax, ladies. Now, relax. We're both taking. Relax.
This guy. Hopefully, I'm entering the stage of I'm gonna stay my ass at home.
Bro, he literally before you got on was just like, and I'm like, yo, you better not be getting sick.
And I was like, I'm gonna stay my ass at home. My God, my cat's trying to make a cameo today.
Hey, whatever. We're here for guests. So, no, not that one. All right, bet. Well, there's been some things happening lately. Let's get into the best thing I've seen all week. It was a deleted scene that should have happened. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh my goodness gracious. This was phenomenal. We're going to make sure the volume is good.
Did you share with the volume?
Hope so. The videos for, there we go.
No, it's not frozen. Just it has got this weird gap. Now, think Multiverse of Madness. Wanda attacks, and then she does this. Like, imagine she actually does this.
Golly.
How do they put these effects on there?
I mean, Adobe. Let's just be honest. Somebody used their iPhone.
Bro, that was a wild. This one got me.
Some Vecna shit right there. Like, what is going on?
That one had me a little bit like, yo, wait a minute.
Whoa, wait a minute. So, should that have been in the movie?
No.
You were like the first person I've seen to be like, nah.
I'm not gonna lie. If that was in the movie,
it would have made it better.
We needed to make that entire movie different.
Well, it would have. That was like Deadpool levels of gore. They haven't quite. Disney hadn't quite gotten there yet, and I think the Daredevil. I'm not Daredevil. Deadpool's the only one who is going to. They're gonna let cross that line, if you get what I mean. So
Probably.
I feel that. The other thing too. Preferably, instead of that, I would have preferred that, they not had wanted to reveal that she was the villain in the first 20 minutes of the movie, but we're not going to get into that. But no, I thought that the scene was cool. It would have shown some really cool fighting prowess from Wanda. Again, that kind of just goes into the complaints that like a lot of people even had with the movie. Like, it would have been nice to see her and Doctor Strange like for real throw hands like he was doing against Thanos, but we didn't really get anything like that from either of them, really, except for when she. But did you see where someone spliced together where it was supposed to happen? Like it was basically when she flew down, and then she did all that, and then right after was when she incinerated the one dude who was like on the ground crying, like. So
that would have been fire. I thought that was a pretty good deleted scene. Jacob. Jacob, you got this. I'm out of it right now. I'm like trying to send something that literally just popped up, and Jordan's going to enjoy the shit out of it, and so am I.
All my cousins have J names, and one of them is named Jordan, and that's pretty much you pulled my.
So
grandma.
your life is
Jordan,
confusing.
Joseph, Jeremiah.
One of you guys.
Sorry, funny story. Not to just derail, but
go for it.
My mom too, for whatever reason, decided that me and my brother would have the same initials. So that really made it confusing. Like when we were in trouble, because it'd be like Jordan Robert, like, and it's like my middle name's Ryan. Sorry, continue, Jacob.
Sir, do you have Psy?
Do what?
You have a Psy going on right now? Or are we going right to comics?
No, I'm going right to comics.
Attaboy, go for it.
No real news with Fortnite comics this week, but we do have the final Fortnite comic coming out this coming Wednesday. And we've said it before, last issue for Fortnite, the Zero War comic with Marvel, and then this current coming up issue on Wednesday are the two comics that will have codes for items in the game that won't be available anywhere on the item shop. You can't earn them somehow. You have to get the comic. And again, make sure that when you purchase these comics, if they have codes in them, that they're sealed in a plastic bag. Otherwise, someone's probably already taken the code out. And with that, I mean, I think this one is a lobby like waiting screen, and then the one before that, I honestly don't even remember what the one before that was, but it's nothing crazy.
Okay, so it's not the Iron Man skin, because I saw something about an Iron Man Zero War skin. I was about to be like, do I need to go get a comic?
I want to say it's like a banner or something. Like it's nothing crazy. Anyway, moving on though. Spider-Verse had its 4th out of 5 issues as well. I don't know why both of these comics have only 5 issues, because they deserve more. But so we got introduced to a couple of new characters. It's phenomenal. I don't know what to tell you other than that. Like, this is the culmination of people working on Spider-Man for decades, and now it kind of like feels like it's all coming to a big like finale, even though obviously it's Spider-Man.
Love that cover. Love that variant cover.
But yeah, like Spider-Mobile is its own character, and then we also get introduced to the character. If you're watching on YouTube or anywhere where you have visuals, I mean, this is Spinstress, who is one of the spider totems from her universe. She's the spider totem from her universe, and she's literally like, I mean, she is, but she isn't a Disney princess.
I tell you what, it gives me Silk vibes.
Yeah, it's very. I don't even know how to describe her other than I was telling my fiance Julia that, what does every Disney princess have sitting right next to them?
Spider,
a sidekick. So she's got a little spider that sits on her shoulder, and the spider is actually cute. Like, I don't know if you guys remember the little spider shorts that were on YouTube of like the really cute spider that was like a kid. He was just like, he was talking like this, and it was really cute.
Yeah.
it looks like that spider, and it's just really adorable. But the other cool thing, and I'm trying to figure out if I
another variant
can figure out her name, but
is it this?
No, I'm pulling it up right now. Here we go. Yeah, so Spinstress, since she is kind of like a Disney princess, her first initial scene is very similar to Belle from Beauty and the Beast, where she's just walking through town, kind of singing this song. And what's really phenomenal about this is the writers of Edge of the Spider-Verse pulled some strings, and they got Irene Sankoff and David Hein, who are, they're writers for a bunch of things on Broadway, but as far as the music goes, but they got a actual Disney princess who has played Jasmine in Aladdin on Broadway, Ariel Jacobs, and they got her to actually record the song for this. So if you guys want to listen to it, go out there and find it. But it's actually pretty fun. I hope they do this moving forward. I hope they continue to like give her songs randomly whenever she comes back into the picture, because with the Spider-Verse, it's kind of like every couple years we see him again. But yeah, it's fantastic. She's literally a Disney princess, and it's kind of funny. Anyway, Harley Quinn, a character that originated in there's no speaking of princesses,
there's no segue. Cold open.
Harley Quinn, a character who originated in a TV show, is now celebrating her 30th anniversary, which is so weird because
it's crazy.
A lot of people.
Do you want to hear something wild about this?
Watch the show that she was introduced in, not too long after it first aired. Even though we're not like we weren't teenagers whenever Harley was introduced, but
not all of us.
Okay.
Keep telling on yourself.
Adam was 40 years old when this show first came out.
Alex, actually, you want to hear something? You want to be real sad and hear something about this? So I had that comic where it's Ivy, her, and Catwoman, the infamous comic cover. Have I told you guys this story? Do you know this one?
No, but I can already tell you're going to be like, anyway, I threw it in the trash.
I did not. So I had it. It was in a pile of first appearance like stuff that I had, and my girlfriend at that time was telling me I needed to grow up, and I was like, I'm not like, they're comics I'm reading, like it's what I love, like get over it. Well, they didn't like that answer. When I was at work, took that pile and threw it in the trash.
So never mind, I'm not gonna say
I dumped her that night.
Yeah, you dumped her. Cool.
100% dumped her that night.
Say, but yeah. She need to get fought.
Yeah,
I'd have called up my cousin and been like,
Jordan, just why not, baby? Just let's go.
I'd have called up my cousin and been like, Brianna, I need you to throw hands right now. Right now. I mean it. This is not funny.
Yeah.
I'm about that smoke.
Jordan, we got some gaming news, sir. And it's a good one right now.
Oh my goodness.
As soon as you say the word, understand the audience is going to lose it probably.
So
don't say the T word.
Oh,
don't say the T word.
Looking at the title of this video or this podcast, wherever you're listening to, Apple, Spotify. Also, make sure to rate us 5 stars. If you paid attention to this week, Twitch is taking a massive L right now. Oh my goodness gracious.
And I love that they legitimately tweeted about it at like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. when like nobody was up, nobody would have seen it. They just slid it out there.
Y'all, Twitch, this comes after a slew of, and I'm sure we've had a couple of people who are popping in right now that are like, that's a video about Twitch drama. We're getting to it. So Twitch this week, they made a W announcement, as many people of the Twitch community would say. Absolutely poggers, bro. Because
poggers is a good one, okay? Watch them out.
Anyway, they put a ban on Twitch gambling because all of the big streamers made a campaign to stop streaming on Twitch for a week or whatever, or we could really make a difference if we just, speak up and all this shit. Now, as a member of the minority community, I just also want to say that we asked the big streamers for this, not me specifically, but the minority community asked the big streamers for this. Back when hate raids were at an all-time high, people were specifically targeting and doxing and swatting Black, brown, and LGBTQIA members of Twitch. Mm-hmm. And those creators literally tried to organize the same thing. And big streamers were like, oh, but like, I'll lose out on money. And is it really going to make a difference? Does it really matter if we speak up? Does it really matter? It's not going to make a difference to not stream for a week, sorry, echo guys, which if you legitimately think about it from a business standpoint, not streaming on Twitch for a week because it's your sole purpose of income and then going right back to it doesn't really make that much of a dent in Twitch. However, much like anything else, if enough people and enough of the right people band together, it can make a difference. And that was shown through the Twitch gambling. So, of course, people were pretty upset on that front. A lot of Black creators were speaking out like, that's crazy. Pokey's tweeting, oh my gosh.
Val talked about it last night.
Who?
Valkyrie.
Oh yeah. It's just like people all of a sudden are like, oh yo, this person spoke up, that person spoke up, and it made a difference. And it's like, yeah, we asked you to do that before, and y'all told us it was a waste of time. A lot of people came out and who is playing me out of the computer? Oh,
it's got to be. It's fine. Keep going.
Anyway, sorry y'all. If you caught an echo, I apologize. But so many people were just like, okay, so y'all can speak up now over Twitch gambling and all this shit because one of your peers or whatever, I don't know the whole logistics of the guy who he legitimately, has gambling addiction, all this stuff. He swindled some people out of money. But it's like, now that you're affected, now, we can make a difference. And a lot of people came out and were like, oh, I spoke behind the scenes about it and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, but now I know the error of my ways and the power of speaking out loud. It was like, well, if you realize that speaking behind the scenes wasn't doing anything months ago, why didn't you speak up anyway? As if you couldn't still do it. And it doesn't stop there because then, and we can talk a little bit more about this in the side section, but
50-50.
More and more things kept coming out. Twitch, you hit the W with the stopping gambling, and then immediately afterward, we're like, hey, we're taking away premium partnerships. So for those of you unaware, if you are a premium partner, you can, if you reach certain metrics, average view duration, all this stuff, you can achieve a 70-30 split with Twitch. Now they will be taking away that 70-30 split after you have accumulated over $100,000 in Twitch revenue. Now, this doesn't affect most streamers. It really only affects the big ones. However, for the smaller streamer, it's pretty much disheartening to kind of be like, there's not much a difference between becoming an affiliate and becoming a partner now. Like, you've blurred you've closed the gap so much between them that it's just kind of like, it's just a check mark. It's really not doing anything for you. And this came right after YouTube just announced that they are opening another path to YouTube partner through YouTube Shorts. They will be creating fan funding where you can get monetization without being partnered, and showed that they care about building the creator base. So for that to come and then Twitch to do this, them as a platform are taking a massive L. And then the community itself was tearing itself apart this week, which is what we'll talk about in the side section. Some of the big streamers who were coming out and
I'm looking for it right now. Twitch. Honestly, I'm looking for, because who I'm going for. It is probably one of Twitch's biggest streamers.
It is absolutely ridiculous, but that's the biggest point.
So Nick Merckx.
I wasn't even talking about him, but yeah.
So Nick is a big. I mean, he averages anywhere between 30 and 40,000 people when he streams. And he literally, when it came out, tweeted at Twitch, quote,
got in trouble.
What the are you doing? Is what he quote what he said to them. You imagine your boss like changes things and you go in their office. excuse me, Bob, I got a question. What in the are you doing? Like, so obvious. And then Tim said he's probably going to get talked to, but tell you what, Tim, Swag, a bunch of the guys who just jumped over to YouTube within the last couple of months, and look at Ninja. Ninja's the one that's winning right now. Ninja got rid of his affiliate with everybody, or with Twitch. He's not affiliate with anybody. And every morning he streams on Facebook, Instagram. Instagram's iffy. For some reason, it just doesn't want to work for him. But YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and on all the platforms, he averages 20,000 views on every single one of them.
I tell you what, because I know you can't find the tweet from Nick Merckx, but another streamer who I follow because of his vibe, his name is Sensei CJ.
Yes.
At Twitch Sensei on Twitter. He legitimately, he just recently became a Twitch ambassador, was like, wow, Twitch legit said, fuck you. Myself and a number of people I knew were on the premium contract. I asked questions about it to multiple staff members, and they assured me it's all good, nothing to worry about. 100K and it's all gone. Incredible. I don't like making the scene on the timeline because I like taking my time and reading information and not purely acting out of emotion. But this right here is a literal fuck you to streamers on the platform. If this isn't reversed, it'll be the beginning of the end. I mean, there are a lot of Twitch ambassadors, which is another level above. You kind of get a little bit more direct contact with Twitch. You get a little badge change when you talk in chat. It's not just a purple check mark, but like, it doesn't come with anything crazy. A lot of Twitch ambassadors also talked out about this and were like, y'all are killing us, man. So, well,
you guys know Becca, obviously, because we had Becca on the Kazoo Lounge
interview.
And I was talking to her literally yesterday about it. And for people who, and she is a partner, Twitch partner, when you're
she's not a big streamer,
right? Like she averages 200, 250, somewhere in there every time she streams, which is a lot of people if you think about it. But it's not these people who are averaging 10 to 50,000 every time they go on. That's a huge difference, you know? And now you've got to get like creative on how you can get more people to do GIFs and other things. And now YouTube's sitting there going, that's cool, you're doing it. Hey, I just want to let everybody know we're monetizing your shorts now as well. Also, you don't need multiple pages for it. You can just put it all in one, and the algorithm reads it differently. Yeah, we've got smart people over here tell Amazon to suck it. Like,
they're literally introducing fan funding, access to fan funding, where people can super chat, super sticker, gift, and you can do memberships for your live streams, and it'll be at a lower tier. So basically, YouTube is introducing its own affiliate program. So as I stated, Twitch took a massive L this week. Again, there's also stuff in their community that we'll get into later that just continues to knock it down. But I'm just going to say, and I tweeted this really late last night because, you know, I was up late as people who don't make smart decisions do. Heavily considering the next time
First off, don't be putting your fingers up. You were up all night playing Fortnite. He was taking care of a child. Like, there's a way difference.
But no, here's the thing. I absolutely wasn't. She was asleep. I was
trying to help you out. I was trying to help you out. Shut up.
Well, technically, we were up late, and then when we finally got in bed, she woke up. So then it was like, fuck. We were like, all right, we need you to go back to sleep, please. Heavily debating, especially since Twitch introduced follower emotes. Heavily debating when I get that next payout, because I do have a little bit of money. I'm just gonna cancel my affiliateship.
Boy, it's like somebody told you this.
I don't know money in there. It's kind of like TikTok, where you got money in the thing and you can't pull it out yet. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wait to pull that money out, and because I already started multi-streaming to Twitch and TikTok, I'm about to just start multi-streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok, because watch time on live streams counts towards your partner path. So
it does.
Anyway, moving on.
That was it's a big thing, especially like for people who are trying to make a career out of this. Like, yeah, it's a huge thing.
It just kind of makes it like I can't just be a sole content creator on Twitch. Like, there are some people who made it work, but you can't do it anymore. It's like literally
like how
impossible.
you and I beat this into the ground, and Jacob just looks and he's like, ditto. Okay, moving on.
I really don't understand a whole lot about it, to be honest. And All I know is Twitch made a bad decision and it's hurting people. And I'm like, okay, it's not hurting me. So I didn't go out and like learn more about it. But from what I understand, it sucks if you're a big streamer right now.
Well, and then also you've been streaming for hella fun, and then like what's it called? I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, and like because you stream on Twitch, but then it's not like you've been like, I'm trying to push the partner. Like there are some people who like work their ass off the last year to try to get partner or get that premium contract, and like now they're finding out they're losing it. There are people who have had the premium contract for like 5+ years,
or even better, they're still getting it. It's still a thing, but then you get there and it was like 70-30, and now all of a sudden it's like, no, it's 50-50 split, and it's just like, wait, I was getting 70, you were getting 30. Now, wait, why are you taking another?
The real issue is that Twitch, like big partners, are getting paid a significant amount less.
Here's the thing: it's the same thing as TikTok. Is my thing with everybody that they need to understand. Like content creating is not where you make your money. Your money is in your brand deals that you do and the merch that you sell and all that kind of stuff. That is where you make your money. You do not make your money. Let me show you. The three of us, we do not make our money via the videos that we put out. The videos we put out help us like gain an audience. You guys sit there and rock with us. You support us. You put us out there, and some brands see that and they go, "Hey, maybe you can help us." And let's be honest, that's how we got the GLD deal, that we all got. So like, now other brands and other deals are coming at some point, and that's what happens. It doesn't happen because, we just have like a lot of videos and we sit there and grind. Like there are people who have hundreds of thousands of videos on their accounts, or sit here and
don't make any money.
Yeah, they sit here and stream from like 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and they have like their mother, their aunt, and the dog watching them, and they make nothing out of it.
Yeah, and like that's the thing that's been hurting Twitch for a long time, and people have been asking Twitch, like, can y'all actually utilize clips? Can you figure out a way to utilize VODs? Because the thing is, you stream on YouTube, that's a video that is still searchable and discoverable on YouTube. You create shorts, that's gonna help direct people to your page. The problem is you only grow on Twitch. People only can find you on Twitch if you are live on Twitch. There's no way to be found any other way. Whereas, people find us on TikTok, find us on YouTube, find us on Instagram through our content, So, yeah, speaking of massive L's, not really. This is actually really cool.
It's a big fun thing.
FIFA 23 has Ted Lasso joining in, which is crazy.
The Waker is in FIFA.
Everybody is pulling, like, I think Fortnite really has set a precedent for gaming companies to be like, let's work with these movies and TV companies to license out some characters, because like everybody is doing it now.
You say that, and it's so true, because look at Call of Duty. They did Attack on Titan skins, which is something they never do. They usually make their own skins, or they do the horror skins. They've never done anime. And now you've got Attack on Titan skins in Call of Duty. Now you've got other things now in FIFA. It's crazy. Epic really kind of, like, gaming wise, changed a lot.
And it's not even just like Ted Lasso, like the entire team.
Yeah,
I'm blanking on their name right now.
I don't know it. I need to watch it.
I do too.
Their entire team is in the game. Like all of the actors have avatars in the game, and
Hercules is in the game.
Actually, a full team, and Roy Kent, he's here, he's there, he's everywhere, even in the digital space. Roy Kent is in the game as well. So yeah, like this is kind of wild. I feel like they announced this, and I was like, "What?"
Makes you want to buy it now, doesn't it?
What?
I'm not even a soccer fan, and I'm like,
football.
That's pretty cool.
Man, shut up.
I live in America. Okay,
just like an American to say that. No,
kilometers.
It's actually funny you said that. It's actually funny you said I was talking TV sizes with one of my buddies in London, and I said,
Really?
I'm looking at getting a 75-inch," and he goes, okay, don't you think it's a big? I was like, oh well, I got to switch it. It's and he goes, no, we do TVs in inches here. And I was like, he's like, we're dumb enough to understand your dumb metrics, your dumb measuring system. And I was like, wow, how dare you?
came for the American education
Right?
system. But I mean the public education system. Anyway, no, it's the same thing for me with I do not play 2K. Like I tried to play one because a friend did like the game share thing on Xbox, but when they added J. Cole, it was just like I mean, do I want it? I've been watching a lot of people play it.
Can you imagine if 2K added in like the Looney Tunes and Michael Jordan, and then like the Looney Tunes?
If they did a Space Jams one, stop. It would be huge.
I'd cop.
Wouldn't that
100%.
like be fucking crazy? Like they don't even need to give the characters powers; they can just make funny animations.
How long ago that movie come out? What was that? 92?
Oh,
93? Imagine they did a 25th anniversary for like the 2K, and they
96.
did that. 96.
Oh damn! It was when I was born.
So imagine they did like in 2026, they did a 20th anniversary 2K cover with that
30th.
with the Space Jams. I'm sorry, 30th with the Space Jams, and then put that as a skin.
You know what? That'll probably become a thing again with the way how everybody's been kind of doing the whole licensing other characters and stuff. I mean, we have LeBron James in a fighting game.
Sir, I'm giving you the podium for this next one because it is huge, huge, huge. Sir, take it away. All you. Go for it.
Well, as you guys can clearly see in this background right here, it's a little blurry, but that is the wonderful, illustrious Miles Morales. He's sitting there with the hoodie and some kicks on. I'm not going to unblur my screen. It's going to take too long. It's going to ruin the waviness of this segue. So, Miles Morales, an art form. He has his own video game. He has his own comics. He's been in cartoons. Miles Morales is coming to PC this fall, and honestly, the way that the modding community has been doing Spider-Man Remastered, I don't need to buy this game again, but I want to. But I want to because it looks fire. Like we talked about it before, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle mods, the Stan Lee, the Uncle Ben's gravestone mod, like, oh Wolverine, my gosh, everything. Wolverine, yes. So Miles Morales is coming to PC as well. It looks gorgeous. They just updated Spider-Man Remastered, and I'm sure that Miles Morales will have it too to have DSLS, I don't know, DSLI, whatever. NVIDIA bullshit has been added support to the game. So it looks vibrant, clear, fluid. The shit is absolutely crazy. Honestly, while my co-hosts sit and give some thoughts about, them re-releasing these games on the PC, I'm gonna find the picture because I want y'all to see. Because oh my god, it looks beautiful.
I can't wait. I'm super excited. I'm getting it. I'm definitely getting it. I pre-ordered MW2 the other day, so I'll be playing the beta a little bit this weekend. But tell you what, as soon as that Miles Morales comes out, and it's not a long game by any means. Like the first Spider-Man game that came out was on the longer side, but not super long.
Hours.
Yeah, like Miles Morales wasn't that long, but now we're getting the both of them together in Spider-Man 2. So it's going to be a bit of a longer game. I wish that they were going to do co-op with it. That's like right there. Like, can you imagine being able to like Jordan and I, or Jacob and me, or Jacob and Jordan, like the two of us linking up and doing like stuff in the city? Like there we go.
Sorry, I didn't want that to have sound.
Go for it.
Continue speaking. I just want people to see it.
I just want to know what is going on right now. Why are we watching 8-Bit? What did you do?
What?
Anyway, I don't know what's going on with this screen, but it's funny that they said like it's coming this fall. It's like it's literally fall.
Fall was 2 days ago. Like, give it to me now.
Like, it's fall, so now.
Yeah.
Does it not look better now?
Yeah, okay. Buffered. We're good.
Yeah, but
why does this look so clean?
It really, I don't know if anybody listening play the Kingdom Hearts games, but it honestly feels a lot like Kingdom Hearts 2.8 to me, to where it feels like a commercial for a game because it feels short, but it's also probably one of the best installments in the series.
So it's not a movie.
God, Miles Morales was great.
It's not a movie that looks like a movie.
And like, yeah, honestly, if they like don't have 2-player in Spider-Man 2,
they're not. They've said it. They're not going to.
They better add it.
They better be buffed.
So like, here's my thing, y'all, because like I heavily, honestly, am on the fence. I'm on the side of the fence that like a co-op game is gonna have to be a different game. I think that the engine that they built on Spider-Man, the idea personally is kind of, they were very story focused, which is why even when they started to add in the components where you team up in the DLC, I think that they're playing with it, because in the DLC you teamed up with Black Cat and y'all could actually do team takedowns even though you couldn't control her. In Miles Morales, the same thing happened with Prowler. I think with this game, they're going to maybe make it to where as a single player, you can switch between the two. And we might see in a future game co-op that's going to be on a bit of a revamped engine. However, it's been so long and we haven't even gotten any gameplay. I'm actually kind of worried that this game is going to be delayed because we still haven't gotten a release date.
It's already delayed once.
And 2023 is upon us.
I say it now because I've been thinking about it. I'm honestly okay if they delay it as long as they need to, because the first one, like, Lord knows how long they were working on it, and the first one, storyline was hammered out, the character design was hammered out, everything was literally perfect, other than Hammerhead in the DLC. I won't even talk about that. But this one, they just need fucking time, and I want them to have enough time to do whatever they need with this game.
These fucking pictures.
Well, speaking of things that have been worked on behind the scenes and nobody knows about it, there's a game that's been being worked on for almost 10 years now, and finally it's going to get put out, apparently. So EA Motive, who is the company that does Dead Space, and they're doing a Dead Space remaster right now, which, if you haven't played Dead Space, pretty dope game. I highly recommend it. Them and Marvel are getting together, and they're working on an Iron Man game, an open world Iron Man game, from what I hear.
You know, I'm just gonna put this out here. Absolutely not shameless plug. I may or may not have put a video out about this. You know, you can go
right
check
here.
it
The rumors were true. That one.
Yeah. Because they've been talking about the rumors for this game for a minute, and with this being confirmed, here's the thing. We just recently got the confirmation at D23 of Skydance New Media working on the Marvel Ensemble game, it being a Black Panther Cap game. Here's the problem. There's still a rumor of a single-player Black Panther game.
Yes.
And EA also confirmed with this announcement that Motive Studio will be working on multiple, or at least EA is publishing multiple Marvel Games titles, which means the Black Panther game could really be happening.
So here's my problem with the whole thing.
What?
I'm not a fan of EA's Marvel games.
Here's the thing, though. How can I put this? Because EA did the Square Enix shit.
Right.
What's the other game that they did? They did another one.
They've done some stuff. I mean, like, look, EA also did Star Wars, and I love that Star Wars game, the new Star Wars games.
So that's the thing. The studio that's working on it, people do believe this game is not going to be on like the same engine type of route as those other Marvel games. It's going to be in the route of like Fallen Order, Battlefront 2, Squadrons, especially with Motive Studio working on it. So
also not a bunch of microtransactions.
Yeah, that's of course going to be the jokes. The head of running the team for this game, I cannot remember their name, is the same one who worked on the very successful Guardians of the Galaxy game.
Yeah, so, and I get that, and it was also a short game though. I just like, I'm iffy on it. I really am. I want to like the idea. I wish it wasn't Iron Man. I understand why everybody is all about it, because they're like, oh, I miss Tony. But other than that,
do him like that.
it's okay. I just think I miss Tony.
They just need to put it on the same flight system as Anthem. I didn't even play Anthem a ton, but people.
First off, I got paid for that game. Like, they paid me to play that game because I bought it, and then Sony gave me my money back because it was such trash.
Listen here, outside of the game being trash, people would play it, and videos that I have watched on it last year, just watching some of my favorite streamers' YouTube videos, they were saying like they would make videos and title it about Iron Man because they were like, this game's like, man, but like the flight system's great. Like this is how I want an Iron Man game to play. So
know what would be a good game? I don't know if you guys ever watched this cartoon. It's a little bit before your time. Exo Squad. You ever watch Exo Squad or seen Exo Squad?
That was in black and white, right?
It was actually shadow puppets on the wall. See, it was just like this, Jacob, right here. See, it was just like this. No, Exo Squad.
Really white shadow puppet.
Really, it was. You know how it is. So, yeah. So, speaking of not feeling it, Jacob, give us a sigh.
Our wonderful sigh section just recently introduced on our last episode. If you tuned in.
Let's just shake our heads for a solid like minute and a half.
Why? I'm excited, but go ahead.
People are gonna leave if we do it for that long.
No, I'm just joking. Andor was released this week.
Yes.
I mean,
which is fine. Like Andor is like
3 episodes.
You know, like people have been excited about this show, but
talk about why you weren't excited about it. I just want you to just
personally, like, I just didn't. I wasn't somebody that really like when they announced it back. I don't know. It was like 20. I feel like it was 2017, 2018, whenever Rogue One came out. Shortly after they announced the show, and I was like, why? Out of all the characters in Rogue One, I feel like for me, Cassian Andor was just like, meh. Like I would have loved a show like with K2SO. Honestly, Jyn Erso would have been a cool show, just like her growing up and like kind of seeing what she's gone through.
We got some of that in Rogue One. We really got nothing with Cassian.
But like, I don't know, with Cassian, I was just like, I don't know. The Chirrut, the guy that was like the force is strong I am one with the force and the force is with me.
Yeah,
I would have appreciated a show about that guy. That guy, I feel like his show would be killer.
But I don't think we're
Andor. I was just like, really? And
I watched
the first 3 episodes have come out. I've only seen the first one, which apparently is a no-no. I should have watched at least 2 in a row. But yeah, I wasn't feeling the first episode that much. But
it was an exposition episode. It was, if it's like storytelling, it was you stopped like right here and you needed to be up here for episode 2.
Very much.
And honestly, I'll say it kind of to cover 2 birds with 1 stone as far as the things we were going to talk about. As far as like Andor being released and like it getting hate and people being like, like why, like this show's trash, whatever. The same thing is happening with She-Hulk, and like people are mainly pissed because Daredevil isn't here yet, and it's just like, yeah, Marvel probably shouldn't have marketed Daredevil being in the show, because then people are just going to be like, when's Daredevil in the show? When's Daredevil in the show? And that's all they care about, even though homie is getting a show twice the
18
length
episodes
of She-Hulk, and they're still like, not enough Daredevil. I'm just like, y'all need to calm.
Well, Jacob, don't even forget, they've said they're doing the short-formed episodes till Daredevil. So Daredevil's 18 episodes, hour each or more.
Exactly. So
and
it's
now you're
almost like
this
4 times the amount of She-Hulk, but it's all Daredevil, and people are still complaining. And it's like, y'all just need to be patient. The other thing is, people keep saying like, I'm done with this show. This show's garbage. They tease Daredevil, then we have a whole wedding episode. If you're done, then just stop watching, because nobody really wants to hear your negative opinion. I don't know why, and like I'm sorry I'm getting on a little soapbox, but like people have suddenly formed this like distorted thought in their head that the internet cares about their opinion. And I'm not trying to be offensive towards anyone. Nobody really cares about your opinion as much as you do. Like your family members and your friends and maybe your spouse, they all care about it. But like nobody's going like, oh, Reddit user number 543 doesn't like Andor? That's crazy. And even if you're a content creator, people are just kind of like, oh, that's wild. He didn't like that. I'm going to still watch it though. Like, and they turn it on. It's just like
I don't mind, because you guys know what happened to me yesterday. I don't mind if you have an honest like conversation with me, or like, hey, I don't like it. This is why I don't like it. I can understand.
Saying you can't have like a negative.
Right.
opinion of it, and you can't like dislike it. And like there should be discourse about like, oh, you know, She-Hulk's visual effects, as we said months ago, whenever it was trailered, not good. And obviously the show's come out, and a good portion of it, not good. So I mean, there's a space to talk about that, but it's not visual effects are trash, so I'm not watching. And it's just like, golly, like there are parts in all of your favorite shows where the visual effects is not good. Like name a show and I'm like, Game of Thrones, Starbucks coffee cups everywhere. Like literally, like at least 4 or 5 times.
Or House of the Dragon, 2 green fingers.
I'm just saying, like, no show is perfect. And the other thing, somebody commented on a video where I made about this. The other thing is, if Marvel is the only media, and Marvel and Star Wars are the only media that you're consuming, then like, sure, you're going to be like, I'm not watching this. This is garbage, because you're only watching one media. And if like something comes out, it's clear that Kevin Feige is doing this, where you know, Falcon Winter Soldier is like a social commentary buddy cop show, and then we move on to Moon Knight, which is more like a dark and gritty show, and then we have Werewolf by Night, which is a Halloween special,
which looks gorgeous, by the way.
Everything's different, and you cannot expect everything to be Iron Man 1 from 2008. It's not that way. It's never going to be that way. And honestly, like, I think Phase 1 was only that way to get people interested, and it was just all about a bunch of white guys who kind of all have the same story. Like, so I'm just saying, like, it's changed.
Everybody got daddy issues.
It's different. And like everybody has an opinion, but it does not always need to be shared.
My biggest thing, and I remember I backed you up on this on TikTok. I don't mind if you don't like it. I don't mind if you're watching just for Daredevil. I even have a friend who he's just like, if you're watching for Daredevil, that's not a bad thing. And like, it's not. Because Marvel did do a lot of marketing and, as Adam put it, dangling shiny pretty objects that somehow people misconstrue. But Daredevil is a nice pretty object they dangled in front of a lot of people to get them to watch She-Hulk. And then that's the thing too. Everyone keeps saying it was rumored that he was gonna be in episode 4, and then they just showed his helmet, and then we see, or was it episode 5? Whatever episode, I don't remember what episode we just had. And then they said it was gonna be episode 5. Well, then it's supposed to be this week, and we're getting a stupid wedding episode. Do y'all not realize that at this point, Marvel leaks shit on purpose? And also, until you get a confirmation that says Marvel has stated Daredevil will premiere in this episode, all of it is just rumors and leaks. If you're following rumors and leaks to find out what episode he's in, and then you watch the whole episode and he doesn't show up, that is no one's fault but your own, because you just believed a rumor. It's a game of telephone. My other thing that I had said to Jacob, or I had said backing up Jacob, I'm just tired of the people saying that they're done with the MCU and continuing to watch. I'm not going to go and find it because it's going to take too long. Yeah. Actually, no, I am going to find it.
While he's looking for that, I have that kid that's been telling people to shut up on TikTok comment on my video, and he said, I've been saying it for months. The MCU is in shambles. If it's in shambles to you, there's no reason for you to watch it. There are other great shows and things going on that I feel like, I'm sorry, Marvel has talked about more than everything else, but that's just because nerds have been quieted for so long that they're finally like, people are actually liking something that I like. This is crazy.
Well, the other thing you gotta think about that is, like, everyone's talking about Marvel because there's like 15 projects at once all happening. Either like something that just finished, they're announcing something else, there's something about to start, something else is being recorded right now. There's always something with Marvel happening. And the problem is, like, I was talking to a friend of mine about this literally like 2 days ago. They were about to make some videos, and they're like, you ever sit there and go to make a video and it's like Marvel and you're just like, I'm sick of talking about Marvel just because there's so much stuff about them. And it's like, yeah, well, I can't do a DC video because it's like, hey, so this is what's going on with DC. Thank you. Like, it's kind of what's going on right now. So find something else you like maybe some anime, or, hey, sports are going on right now. Like, there's big things going on. You've got playoffs and everyone's ramping up for other things. Find something else that you like and talk about that as well.
Well, and then my thing is, and what I was going to say, is like, people who are like this, and I couldn't find the exact tweet, but I'm just going to show the video. It's the video of Homelander in the movie theater, and it's like people hating on Marvel online, meanwhile sitting in the theater for the next premiere. Like, it's like, how many times are you going to say that you're done with the MCU, and then I still see you make a video about the next thing that comes out? Like, if you're done with it, be done with it. But see, you're feeding off the views. That's all.
It all goes back to cable too, because whenever people were watching Lost or Game of Thrones when it first premiered, or literally any big show, people were watching it day of, or if not the next day, and then water cooler talk the next day was, bro, did you see that Game of Thrones episode? Did you see that Lost episode? That was crazy. I hated the ending. Blah blah blah. And people are trying to stay like up to date with these things so that way they can talk about them, or because they are a Marvel fan and they want to see like what happens in the future. But like, if you don't think the show is that good, like, fucking, to quote Bambi in 1942, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Like, if you want to complain about it, that's something. But if you want to actually deconstruct it and talk about things that aren't good, that's completely different. Yeah,
I agree. All right. Horse Dad, we're good on this one. Like,
let's kick it one more time.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
let's get to the meat of the day here. Even though somebody moved my shit all around on me here.
Well, I moved it to what we talked about because we just kind of went into the just stop watching of Andor, and we don't need to talk about Andor. Now, Andor apparently wasn't getting pushed on social media, but it's like slowly leveling out. It's like slowly leveling out now.
Kind of. The videos weren't really getting much view, and like they were promoting it, but not really. So I don't know what they're doing, but I think Andor's fantastic. I watched all 3 episodes in a row. It's such a good 3-hour story, but I get why they didn't just do like an hour and a half or 2-hour like premiere episode, like one. There's so much stuff within it. It would have been a disservice if they just did a short version of the 3 episods. That's what I'll tell you.
Supposed to be in it total.
What's up?
How many episodes total are there?
18. This goes till November 23rd.
Shit. God damn, people got to keep up with a lot. And just real quick, so we can get to Adam's next thing, because it's just a Star Wars. All I was gonna say, because I alluded to it earlier in the show about the Twitch drama. A lot of the big streamers are having a lot of infighting. Mizkif was talking shit, and then this dude Ice Poseidon was like,
Mizkif is always talking shit. But
I got these screenshots of shit that you used to say that were racist and all that stuff. Also, I probably should have covered that with that word right there. But anyway, all it is to say is all of these big streamers are kind of horrible people. Not really. Okay, let me retract that statement. The fact that Ice Poseidon had these screenshots since 2018 and just held on to it until they fell out. Yeah, that doesn't make Ice Poseidon a good person. Yeah, for you outing him, throwing him under the bus when it served you. So like, it just proves that a lot of them are not actually really friends. That was all that I was gonna say, because the Twitch streets was in shambles this week. And you can go to Twitter and literally just search
Twitch is out there begging for change in front of McDonald's right now.
Arms for the poor.
Can I have one more, please? Well, speaking of Star Wars, though,
moving on to somber stuff, but nice stuff.
A sad day in Star Wars yesterday. It was announced James Earl Jones will not be ever doing the voice of Darth Vader ever again. Now, it does not mean we will not get anything Vader. He has signed over a contract for technically the rights of the Vader voice to Disney, or to Disney technically, but to Star Wars and Lucasfilm and stuff. They were, but it was already done, but like they also wanted to remind everybody that it was done, type thing. Like, don't worry, Vader's still a voice. But I did watch a video yesterday, and it is, if you've noticed, like original Mufasa and live action Mufasa, it's not the same voice anymore. There's not that deep, powerful voice to it. It's a little bit on the older grandpa side voice now. So there was back and forth about it, but it's still James Earl motherfucking Jones. Like, I'm just saying, like,
the dude is 91 years old.
I'm
surprised we didn't get this news 10, 20 years ago.
Seriously.
Like, I don't know. I don't pretend to know anything that goes on behind the scenes, but like, from at least Obi-Wan, it was announced that like they just used clips from the past, and like James Earl Jones didn't record anything new, which is great, because I wouldn't want a 91-year-old man having to come all the way down to the studio just to record some lines, and we being like, it doesn't really sound like Darth Vader anymore.
I mean, that's the nice thing about like a voice recording. A lot of times you can do it via home now. They just send everything kind of deal, or they'll come have somebody come to the house and set it up.
Acoustically set up.
Even still, like he's 91. Like,
I agree. I
he
agree.
Doesn't sound like he did 40 years ago, whenever
So here actually in New York, they just named a theater after him because it was the first theater that he actually originally made his debut in, and his first performance and everything. And then like you were talking about, he's 91 years old. Like, what would you?
Look at this man. Like, he was already looking old when he started. No shade. It's just like Morgan Freeman. But
how you look 20 and 72 at the same time? Like,
like look at his skin. Like, his skin is so smooth, but then he got white hair. So it's like, wait, how old are you? I just thought that this was funny because Mesa Windu, the homie friend of the pod,
love Mesa.
He posted this about the retirement, and then I don't know who else maybe saw his thing first, but he immediately addressed the exact thing that I thought. I ain't mean to scare y'all. Sorry. It's one of those things where you see that he's 91, so retirement isn't surprising, but it doesn't make it feel any less sad. I just saw thank you for literally, I was like, is he okay?
And can we all agree, whenever it does happen, it's not a Vader thing we see. We'll get the Mufasa in the sky with the cloud. Remember who you are. I do 2 videos though to kind of show James Earl Jones a little love for him. Now, here's what I'll tell you. They are not Star Wars stuff, technically. It is from Big Bang Theory. This one was interesting to me, and I'm interested to see. I don't know if you two knew this or not. Go ahead and play it.
Whose house is this? Carrie Fisher. And she's a little crazy, so get ready to run.
And she showed up, and we learned that Carrie and James Earl Jones have never met in real life, because in Star Wars, James was in a sound booth doing Darth Vader and had never been to the set.
And we had a very, little scene that was had to bounce off each other.
It's not funny anymore, James!
Then why am I laughing?
As they were approaching each other, Carrie said, "Dad," which was hilarious because Darth is her father in Star Wars. So
it was sweet. It was finally good to meet her.
Okay. How crazy is that? How crazy,
I didn't
right?
know that. That's insane.
Kind of weird. Like, you would have figured that they would have at least met at like a convention or something, like,
or even the premiere.
Yeah, like what?
Anything? Now this
that man
one
said he don't go to Star Wars premieres. That's what that meant.
He's like Michael Keaton. So yeah, but like, how wild is that? It wasn't till how many decades later they finally physically in real life met.
That's insane. That is absolutely insane.
Isn't that wild? So this one is the interaction. It's fantastic. It's gonna be keep going. Right there, roughly. Yeah, it's gonna be like right there, roughly. No. Go to from the beginning. Go from the beginning and play it. About to that point.
Okay.
How funny! Wait.
Sorry, it's just a little loud.
Let me guess. You like Star Wars.
And at the PAX. That's all of us.
I've been in other movies.
Really?
Yep.
But you don't care about those, do you?
Nope.
Yep. Rochelle's really used to be blurry.
Say to people like you, I like Star Wars too.
How?
Care to join me?
Like, would you do it? Like, just dead ass if he was right there, you'd be like, yeah.
Leonard said if I bothered you while you were eating, you'd think I was a creepy stalker.
I think that's what they're doing, Morning Roast Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Leonard sounds like a real weenie.
He is Mr. Earl Jones.
Mr. Earl Jones.
You know, when I first read the script for Empire Strikes Back
And Darth Vader told Luke he was his father. I thought for sure he was lying.
Right.
Ew. But he wasn't, was he?
He was not. How messed up was that?
So messed up.
You say, let's go have some fun. My wife's in New York, and I got a Lion King residual check burning a hole in my pocket.
Hey, yo, facts though. This is interesting.
Is
A Lion
it
King
true,
residual
as
check.
a child, you were a stutterer and were functionally mute for 8 years?
It is true.
Is it true they used scuba gear to create the sound of Darth Vader breathing?
They sure did.
Is it true that
Oh my
you were
God.
pre-med in college and you almost became a doctor?
That's right.
James, I could listen to your stories all night.
Right.
Bro, he'd be cool to sit down and talk with.
Mhm.
They're
All right, you
just
can
eating
stop
whipped
it.
cream.
You can stop it now. But like, how insane is
crazy.
that?
That's wild, bro. Ugh.
Like, then think all that through, right?
love James Earl
the mute,
Jones.
mute and stuttered for 8 years. The almost a doctor. The never met Carrie Fisher until what, 30 years later. Like, that's crazy.
It's absolutely wild, bro.
And this man,
Jesus.
I mean, like, could you think of two bigger? And it's a real, and I put it in there. Is Vader one of the best villains ever made?
I think so.
Asking?
Yeah. Like, is Vader, do you think Vader is one of the best villains ever made?
Oh my
just
God.
means
I don't
he's-
even want to answer the question. I feel like if anybody thinks he isn't, they need their brain checked.
Just like-
as someone who didn't even watch Star Wars a ton until more recent years, Vader has to be one of the most iconic villains in all of fiction, especially sci-fi, because of the cultural hold he has had even outside of the Star Wars fandom. You can go up to someone who has never watched a single Star Wars movie, at least all the way through. I can say this because I am one of them, and they still are aware of Luke, I am your father. Like that somebody is aware of the story of Darth Vader. So yeah, he has to be. Has to. Ain't no doubt about it.
Yeah, I fully agree. I think it's hard to sit there and go one, and then like when they did, like we were just talking about Rogue One, they did Rogue One and had the scene, the hallway scene, probably one of the best scenes in Star Wars. Then we just got the Kenobi and him a lightsaber fight. It's interesting. So yeah, no, I agree. Let's continue. Where are we?
We're leaving the sci section. Thank goodness.
Yeah, we're leaving the sci section.
And that was more of a somber side. That wasn't
Yeah.
like a we're angry
was
side,
like,
which was nice.
It started with and ended with All right, let's read through. Hey, HBO, doing some cool things and some not cool things. Jacob, this might be up your alley. HBO has just cast Luke Gage, not Cage.
I was
Gage,
confused because I thought you were about to say Cage.
for a new show on HBO, HBO Max for Dead Boy Detectives. Thoughts?
What is Dead Boy Detectives?
It's a
It's
fucking
a
comic. I don't know.
book published by DC Comics. It's a kind of like an offshoot with that they
Kind of
do
like
with,
Sandman.
yeah, that they do with Vertigo. But they're created by Neil Gaiman. So I mean, it's literally the same as Sandman. Same as Sandman in a lot of ways.
And they just canceled Sandman.
So obviously Neil Gaiman's like, what more can we do? And now we're, instead of
Dead
Netflix,
ass.
moving on to HBO for a little bit. But
So they
This-
announced that in the
it's-
same breath that they
yes.
announced they're getting rid of 130 films on HBO. It leaves at the end of the month.
Jacob was going on with like something positive, and then you just said that, and just completely just threw his flow off.
130 movies gone. I mean, let's be honest though. Most of them are probably shit anyways. Like I mean, you know what I mean?
I mean,
I
I just
pulled
Okay.
up the synopsis like for the comic books in case anybody is curious, because they are at least worth a synopsis read.
Mhm.
Like I wouldn't just completely go in blind, but Basically, the two characters are two dead boys, Charles and Edwin, who rather than enter the afterlife, stay on Earth to become detectives investigating crimes involving the supernatural. And apparently, I didn't know this. Apparently, because I haven't watched the full show.
Yeah.
Apparently, in season 3 of the Doom Patrol, Sebastian Croft and Ty Tennant actually play the two kids, Charles and Edwin. So they're already established within the DC universe, at least within the Doom Patrol show, which is a very fitting place for them to be. I just want to say Doom Patrol is like more of like in my opinion, it's more of like the high end side of. And if you watch the show, you're probably like high end. But if you watch, it's like the high end side of DC to where like it's more. It feels like it's well hammered out and it's well written and everything is done really well, even though the characters are really odd. Go ahead.
Netflix just broke the internet.
Oh,
It just got announced. The Witcher prequel, Blood Origin, starring Michelle Yeoh as an elf, will be in December.
Michelle Yeoh is an elf.
Yeah. So yeah, it's on Twitter. It's on Twitter right now, Jordan. Jordan, it's on Discuss Films. If you get the poster and things.
They was plotting on that success from Everything Everywhere All at Once. That's what that is.
Well, The Witcher's supposed to come out next month after, and then that'll end and go right into probably Origin. Yeah. So that just happened. Sorry. And then going from that,
Hold
John
on
Watt.
real quick, because you did I said breeze, but you on all cylinders real quick. I had things because first of all, also yes, Michelle Yeoh prequel. Cool.
Look up.
Wait, wasn't she in Shang-Chi? She was in Shang-Chi, right?
Yes, she was his aunt.
Yeah.
Oh
She's also in
damn.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
That's cold.
Fantastic
That's
movie.
cold. That's cold.
Go down two. Go down two. Right there.
Oh.
Daddy.
Oh, dang, she about to kill it. She getting a lot of shit. First of all, we're not gonna breeze just past how you said Sandman is canceled in the middle. Wasn't that show doing well?
It did, but here's the problem. It didn't get enough viewage, like overall, apparently.
There's too much shit out. I couldn't watch it yet.
It's funny. It's funny. And this is going to get cut into a little segment, half-ass, and we're going to go not on a big tangent, but a small tangent. Can we all agree that like streaming platforms nowadays are very much like participation trophies? Like there is so much TV shows and content and stuff out there that it's like everybody gets a show. And now you're looking at network television kind of dying, let's be honest. But now like CBS, for example, CBS is earlier this year brought back CSI Vegas. Now they call it because of legal reasons, but now they're on season 2 of Vegas again. But yet their other shows are being put on just a streaming platform, or like ABC took Dancing with Stars.
ABC has stuff on Hulu, so you could just put it on there. Like
Correct, but ABC, Hulu are owned by Disney, and apparently once Comcast is bought out of Hulu completely, Disney will own all of it, and the rumor is it's going to fold into Disney Plus. So now that's a question of, well, what happens with CBS, NBC platform stuff? Like, is that gone? But my whole argument is like there is, to me, streaming platforms are very much like participation trophies almost, but yet we're getting content that we never would have got on network television that absolutely slays. We never would have gotten Squid Game. We never would have gotten Casa de Papel, like huge shows that we wouldn't have got on network television, but we got on a streaming platform. So it's almost a double-edged sword to me, I feel. Is that fair to say?
Because I was about to get excited because y'all mentioned that Neil Gaiman's getting more stuff, and I was gonna be like, well, cool, because again, one of the first videos that I saw from Jay Stubbs that got me to buy was
Shout out, Jay.
a comic was her talking about Marvel 1602, and she was like, they're doing different types of shows like with WandaVision. I think it'd be cool if they did a rendition of this. That would be so cool. I hope that Neil Gaiman for real gets to start getting more of his comics made into shows. But that frustrates me that Sandman was canceled because I heard a lot of good things about it. I just personally haven't watched it because there's too much fucking stuff out. And that's probably the only reason that it didn't get heavy viewership was that it came out at a time that like 5 other things came out.
And it wasn't
people
really
have to pick and
advertised is
choose.
the other thing. It was like kind of advertised, but not really advertised, you know?
It's fucking annoying. There's too much content, bro.
And that's the thing. And like, how do you advertise for it everywhere? You know what I mean?
When there's
but yes,
everything else going on. Yeah. it's
seriously. So moving on from Jordan losing his shit. Also,
Sorry,
Jordan, I saw that same video and stitched it. That's funny that you mentioned that because that's like one of my favorite videos of Jay's. And it's funny you brought that one up. So John Watts, we all know him from Spider-Man, obviously, the last trilogy that was done. He has a new project that he's working on. He's doing the new Final Destination 6. He's producing and writing it.
I mean,
but can we all agree, though?
Watches those.
You're driving behind a truck with logs in it. First thing you think of, Final Destination.
Well, that's what's really funny is I've never watched a Final Destination movie all the way through. It's similar to Star Wars. I still don't be driving behind certain things because I'm like, I've seen a clip of Final Destination. I'm not fucking with that. How about you,
Reed?
Jacob?
Yeah.
I watched was it the most recent one that had the kid from
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Came out like 2 years ago. It came out like 2 years ago.
2? Oh, okay. Then no, it was the one before that, maybe. Well, they're all at the end, they're all in the subway and then they all die together.
Yes.
That one, in my opinion, was the best one that I've seen, but I've only seen like 2 or 3 of them. Personally, I think they need to stop.
I think with John Watts, I'm interested to see where they go with it. I don't think they're going to continue on. I just think it's a project that's like, hey, like we just talked about, everything happens, right? With everything either gets rebooted or redone or something.
So tired of it. I'm so tired.
And sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good, but a lot of the times it's okay or just shit happened. Storm Reed, you might know her as Rue's sister in Euphoria, is actually just got cast as the lead in the new Nun 2 movie.
Is that going to be a horror movie?
Yes, it's very much a horror movie.
All right, this is for Adam. Me and Jacob don't care.
I know both of you don't give a shit. Euphoria is a fire show though, so watch your mouth.
Euphoria is fire.
Now,
also, Storm Reed being a random college ad on Hulu and different shit.
Well, no, that's the college she's at.
That ain't what her dorm room looked like.
Dead ass. She's got. I swear to God, I've seen it. She puts on our TikTok all the time. Anyways, Tadum is happening as you just saw. Tadum's doing a huge launch of all their new stuff, and to me, very underrated. Tadum, Netflix has some decent things. Hold on, I'm gonna toss it to you in a second. Because literally 2 minutes ago, the trailer for a movie I'm actually excited about, they cloned Tyrone. The trailer just came out. I'm excited. Sir, go ahead.
I was just gonna say too. I just saw they just announced the release date for You Season 4, February 10th.
Trailer's out as well for that.
Oh yeah.
They just
honestly,
showed.
that's the only thing on Netflix that I'm like, oh, I need more of it. I need more of it. The show.
Never watched it. Gonna start watching it.
Honestly,
you're gonna be
first season and second season are the best seasons so far. Third season is like,
isn't that usually how it is though?
No, honestly, usually it's first. Well, with Netflix, you're right. First season, second season for Stranger Things was like, hell yeah. Season 3, you're like,
I actually liked season 3 only because of the yearing of it. Like I remember it. So
I'm just saying, season 3 was like the point where they were starting to recycle the same thing over and over again, and then it was confirmed they were recycling in season 4, and
I agree. And then I mean, cast for it is fantastic.
And Badgley done grown a beard and long hair.
Hold up, go back up. What do I know? What do I know her from?
Uncharted. She was the villain in Uncharted.
Yeah.
It was really interesting to see her get that role, and I was like, where do I know her from? And I was like, oh, she was just in You.
Yeah. That's a nice beard for Reed Richards. The guy from You.
It's gonna be a part 1, apparently.
Yeah.
It says part 1. Oh wait, maybe it just means the episode 1. No, because
part 1. It's there's a 2-part for this, if I remember reading it correctly.
Oh shit.
Also, to give everybody a background, they cloned Tyrone is a series of eerie events that puts these 3 people together, and they are on the trails of a nefarious government conspiracy. That's basically it. But that is John
Jamie
Boyega.
Foxx,
That is
John
Jamie
Boyega.
Foxx. And I
And
always forget
Tiana
her name.
Paris.
Thank you.
Tiana
Who's the guy
Paris.
in the back to the right?
That's Jamie
Jamie
Foxx.
Foxx.
No, okay. Who's the guy in the middle?
John Boyega.
John Boyega.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's John Boyega.
Right?
I
John
can't,
Boyega.
like
So-
honestly,
so-
I have the video too small on my screen, but
So
Like,
when
look
they
at him.
actually
Bro,
interviewed
looks
John
completely
Boyega,
different.
wait, go back up. What did that say? When's the date?
For The Witcher.
Back down.
Oh, sorry.
No,
it doesn't say
up
a
a little
date.
bit. I'm just
Oh.
looking at the poster.
Oh, bro, it just says summer
Summer next year?
2023.
Okay, so
we
the
talking about John
origin comes
Boyega.
out
Fuck
first.
them.
No, I agree with John Boyega. So John Boyega, actually, when they were interviewing him
He looked
for
cold.
the Woman King, he actually, when they all just asked him about Star Wars, and he was like, "Hey, Star Wars can go fuck themselves." He said he's got 4 movies coming out roughly at the same time right now. That's crazy. That's why we
I'm
haven't
about to
seen him
watch
forever.
this. I'm about to watch this just for him because, like,
Hell
bro,
yeah.
he looked cold, bro.
bro, I watch
look
everything
like-
just for Jamie Foxx. If Jamie Foxx is in it, I'm watching it.
Yeah, no, John Boyega all day, every day.
We'll talk about this on the next episode. There was a recent
Yeah,
interview
100%.
of John Boyega. I think it was at Breakfast Club or something like that about the whole Star Wars thing. It was a really good watch.
Well, I sent you, or I did one of him talking about it originally when it first came out, and they were talking about the racial things happening in the U.S. about him and stuff like that. And he was just like, "That's cool. Sold out everywhere. Still lines my pockets. Everyone kiss my ass."
No, the one that I saw was like how he was like they bring you in and they make you feel. I'm not mimic
Yeah.
his voice. Let me stop.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he was like they bring you in and they make you feel like it's gonna be one way, and then it was just
Mhm.
like they ended up
Mhm.
not being that way. And he was like it was kind of weird because then people see me in the Woman King and they're like,
Mhm.
yo, this boy can act. And he was like, yeah, they like didn't really give me like a chance to have my range in
Yeah.
Star Wars. They very much pigeonholed his character to like the way they wanted the character to be.
Agreed.
Anyway.
Let's
Moving
talk
on.
about, though, Purple Rain. That new poster we got from Wednesday. Oh, it looks so good.
Let's go ahead and get these up. We're gonna line up all of
It
this
looks
shit.
so fantastic. Well, I mean, you don't really have to do the to-dumb videos or photos anymore because we've already kind of like talked about it, and it's happening right now. So at this
I'm
point,
not
everyone's-
gonna lie, I don't even know which ones were to dumb photo. Oh wait, I marked which one were the to
I was
dumb.
gonna
There
say.
was one to dumb poster. It's fine. Anyway, Purple Rain today. Empire
Thank
out
you.
here. Out here.
they are eating. Did you get the new one I just sent you?
I sure did. If I could move this out of the way.
You want to talk about gorgeous?
Um,
First of all, this gorgeous Queen
Oh,
Mother. Look at that. She
They-
is ready.
They about to smoke.
Oh yeah, they want the smoke.
And this one.
Oh, how gorgeous is that?
Bruh.
That's incredible.
Look
Bruh.
at that.
This
I'm
is what
calling it.
posters should fucking be.
Mm-hmm.
Take
Mhm.
notes. Take notes. Empire always does fire stuff.
Why does it say February 2018?
Because that's when it comes out. I don't know what to tell you. They're dumb. They just put it on there. Who cares? But how fire is this?
Well,
First of all, Queen
this
Mother
is
looks
probably
like,
from the first one.
probably, but who cares? Like, that's gorgeous. But that is fire.
She said she took the break. She said, let my head down. Head
Mm.
down. I don't know if
She-
you guys have ever listened to that song by I can't even remember his name. Hair down. Shut
Now,
up.
now you on Spotify right now. You
by
like
Sir, by
Yeah.
Sir. It's Sir and Kendrick Lamar. It's a very good song.
Well,
Listen to y'all, but yeah.
speaking of musical artists, did you guys know ABC's doing a animated live action production of Beauty and the Beast?
Bruh.
Yep. So they named the cast this past week.
Is it starring Sir?
No, it is starring her. So her is actually playing Belle. Josh Groban is playing Beast. David Allen Greer is playing Cogsworth. Martin Short, who is in a fantastic show that Jacob and I will not stop talking about, Murder is in the Building. He is playing Lumiere. Shania Twain, Miss Potts, and Joshua Henry as Gaston.
Y'all, we the racists are gonna be so mad because now Belle is black too. And it's crazy because, like, I think you talked about this, Adam. What people aren't even remembering is they're at least casting these Disney princesses as people who can already sing.
Yeah, and the other thing is, like, somebody was, of course, somebody's already said some dumb shit about this, and they were talking about her, obviously, and somebody goes, yeah, but yet y'all were fine with with the 11 over here playing, or not 11? Yeah, no, who? What's her name? Hermione. What's her name? Jacob, help.
Emma Watson.
Emma Watson. They're like, you're fine with Emma Watson playing Belle, but she's British, and Belle wasn't British.
Yeah, accuracy only matters when it fits people's current need.
Facts.
She also because what is it? Belle's got brown hair, but I guarantee somebody will be like, it's got a reddish tint in certain scenes. And look, there's more erasure. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm really excited about David Alan Grier though as Cogsworth.
Yeah, this looks like a fire.
If you want to see classic David Alan Grier,
my cousin's gonna be so happy. Sorry, she loves her. Her is her favorite.
Oh, I love her. Her's so underrated. It's dumbly underrated. David Alan Grier. If you want to watch like classic David Alan Grier in living color, 100%. Go watch in living color.
Absolutely.
Also, if you two didn't know, hey, so Saturday Night Live comes back October 1st. October 15th, though, everyone's gonna be really excited because guess who the musical act and host is?
I believe musical act.
Yaddy 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 body yaddy yaddy. Megan Thee Stallion.
She's hosting too?
Hosting and performing. Body yaddy 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 yaddy.
I'm gonna make that my Twitch sub notification sound.
That's fine. Go for it. I don't give a shit.
Just kidding.
That's fine. I don't care. But October 1st, this season premiere is Miles Teller.
Even
that's
before
what I thought you were going with Miles Teller.
Though we got Hocus Pocus coming in on the 28th.
Yep.
And I can't wait for that. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot wait for that. I'm not a huge Hocus Pocus fan, but I honestly think this is one of those sequels that I think wasn't needed but could be phenomenal.
I was about to say this is coming from the same guy who agrees with me that they be riding off of old titles way too much.
They definitely riding off of an old title with this one. But I do think like it can be a phenomenal like ending to the thing. Like it'd be just solid. Because from watching the trailers, they have and it's been a long time since I've watched that original movie. I got to go back and rewatch it. But they have the original, like, obviously all three Sanderson sisters. They've got the zombie guy coming back. I need all the characters to come back, honestly, especially in some way Binks, the cat. But and then even before that, 2 days before that, Bad Batch season 2 comes out.
Yeah, boy.
We talked about it earlier. If you don't like something within Star Wars and Marvel, then don't watch it. But if you're gonna watch everything, watch everything. Animated as an art form does not mean for kids. Bad Batch is pretty dark in some places. Same way with Clone Wars and Rebels.
Didn't you mention when you were talking about like, people saying like staying true to the fandom, blah, blah, blah. We need more Easter eggs, all this stuff, and like complaints about Andor even. Didn't you say like, it was when you made your video about just stop watching. You mentioned like Star Wars canonically, there's this, that, and the third that nobody's watched, but then they're like, we didn't have reference to Vader or this or that.
Yeah, like people out there will be like, bro, this is terrible. This is like infringing on Star Wars and Marvel and like what's canon. People saying that haven't even like read or watched all canon. Like, and it's just wild to me. So if y'all want to actually have a say of Star Wars and Marvel, make sure you're watching and reading everything canon, even if
also
you don't
watch
like
Andor.
Didn't you say too that like Marvel has canon Star Wars stuff too?
Yeah, Marvel Comics has been producing Star Wars comics since the 80s, 90s.
That's insane.
So I mean, and like a lot of it is some stuff you'll never see on TV kind of shit with Darth Vader.
So Luke and Leia, never mind. So
no, but like Bad Batch, last thing we saw was the Camino clone base was destroyed, and the 5 Bad Batch guys all got their chips removed. Order 66 is not going to work on them anymore, and we got little Echo and her and Tech and Wrecker and everybody. The girl's name is Echo, right? Shit,
Yeah.
it's been long.
Yeah, it's Echo.
Okay, good. Yeah, we got her coming back. And what's even better, Cad Bane is coming back. And if you watch animated shows, Cad Bane is up there with Ahsoka Tano. Cad Bane is one of the best characters in Star Wars.
Talk to him.
Cannot wait for that. Anyway, but my two friends going to New York Comic Con. Y'all got something to look forward to, though, right? It's a goal.
That's not the same.
It's a Mario.
It's a me.
We're getting
Or
the
as the
teaser
story
trailer.
goes down, it's a me, a Mario.
Yeah. So we are getting the Mario movie.
All I can
Teaser
think of
trailer.
with this one, is the TikTok audio that's like, "Hello, little stylist. Hello, Mario."
Can you imagine like they do this whole teaser, right? And it gives us Luigi and Bowser and everything because it's everybody's voice, and then it shows Mario, and he opens his mouth to speak, and then it cuts.
Yeah. Honestly, I know that this movie's gotten a lot of shit because one,
think
it's
it's been great.
illumination. It's illumination, and a lot of people are like, "I'm fucking tired of Minions. Please stop." And then the other thing is obviously Chris Pratt is, voicing not only Mario, but is also voicing Garfield in an upcoming movie.
Yeah.
And we're like, why is Chris Pratt the guy to do this when we've got people that have been in the voice acting industry for even longer?
Yeah.
Anyway, all that to say, I will say, outside of Chris Pratt and the confusion on whether or not it's going to be good, the cast is phenomenal for this movie. Like, you have Keegan-Michael Key as fucking Toad. Keegan-Michael Key can do whatever he wants, and that show's going to be amazing. But then you have Jack Black. Correct me if I'm wrong. Jack Black is playing Bowser?
Yes.
Is that right? Like,
Yeah.
Which is
That's going to
insane.
be fucking great. Like, I can't even remember everybody else, but Charlie Day, Luigi. Like, you have literally so many fucking great
what's her name's
cast.
playing Princess Toadstool.
Princess Peach.
Yeah, Princess Peach, sorry.
It's like Princess Toadstool.
Anna
Oh yeah.
Anna de Armas. No, not Anna de Armas,
No.
the other one.
You just
The one that was
saying
in,
names.
the one that was in the chess show. Why am I forgetting her name?
Hold on.
Shit. Queen's Gambit. What the fuck is
Yep.
her name?
Yep. Hold on.
Why are we all blanking on this?
I get it. Give me 2 seconds.
Don't even
Anna
Google
Taylor
it.
Joy.
I want to know.
Anna Taylor Joy.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Anna Taylor Joy. Yeah.
So yeah,
It's
Anya Taylor
fucking
Joy
stacked. Like, the
is
cast just gonna
playing.
be phenomenal. As long as Chris Pratt can pull his weight and make people, their doubts go away, this has the potential to be one of, like, it could be animated movie of the year if they do the kind of same shit that
So
I know
here's
Chris Pratt was
here's
part
the
of
cat.
it, but,
Here's
like,
the cast. Ready? Chris Pratt is Mario. Anna Taylor Joy is Princess Peach. Luigi is Charlie Day. Seth Rogen is playing Donkey Kong.
That's right.
Jack Black is playing Bowser, and like you said, Keegan-Michael Key is playing Toad.
I think it's perfect, and again, it has the potential.
Apparently,
to be animated
Charles Martinet is in the movie though, and he is the original voice of Mario.
I'm sure he'll like run into like a mirrored version of himself or something, or it'll be like some fun cameo.
So, but yeah, Tadum's dropping all sorts of shit. There's a first scene of Glass Onion Knives Out sequel that just dropped. Like, there's tons of stuff. So we'll be putting that to the what I'm really excited about. Never mind. I'm such a 12-year-old.
You good?
No,
Barney is getting its own show on
Outer Banks stuff. Sorry.
Oh God, we kind of got addicted to that because my grandmother-in-law she randomly was watching it while we were over, and we were like, this is interesting.
Hook for life. But yeah, so we're back next week, and we are still here. And then the following weekend, you'll just be getting all sorts of shit because Jordan and I will be together at New York Comic Con.
No, we won't.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Let me be clear. I'll be at New York Comic Con.
I just want to say I feel bad for y'all if y'all didn't get tickets to go see Sebastian Stan because he already sold out. I'm like, damn,
fuck,
bro's popular.
I was considering it, but I'm trying to decide if I was deciding if I was going to do that or if I was going to go see multiple of the Smallville cast. Because I'm not going to lie, like,
bro,
I might be able to go meet Tom Welling and Tyler Hoechlin, two people who play Superman. Like,
I tried to do that. I tried to do that with Back to the Future. They know their movie's popular. They charge like a
Well,
grand.
Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd are both there.
They tried to charge $1,000 just to meet Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, his mom in the movies, and Biff. And I'm like, bro, I would have died, but it was like $1,000 just to get a picture. Okay. I'm like, geez, Louise.
And let me assure you, if you've never done like a meet and greet with like a big celebrity like that, it is very much like, hey, how you doing? Or like now you don't even shake the hands or do anything. You're on the other side of the glass, or depending on how they are.
Like go to the X, smile, move on.
Yeah, pretty much. Like
Tom Holland, I paid. This was back, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. It was whenever, and not even that long ago. I'm sorry. It was in between Infinity War and Endgame. But his was $240, and literally I walked in, said hi, and he was like hello, and then like took a picture and walked out.
It's really what it is. It's really what it is.
So fast.
You got to get lucky to have those little conversations like Adam did with Carrie Fisher, or I've heard of some people getting a couple conversations with some people at some meet and greets at like little smaller, lower key conventions. But yeah, the big ones like New York Comic Con or
like when I'm at Stan Lee, it was like in and out, 2 seconds, like not even.
Same. I was just happy he talked to me because I know that sometimes you just like walk in, nobody says a word, and then you walk out.
I literally looked at him and said, thank you for doing what you did. And thank you for giving us what you have of your life and everything. He looked at me dead in my face and went, Excelsior. And I was like,
I literally was wearing Captain America like as an outfit because I had never been to a Comic-Con before. So I just had a hoodie from Walmart and then like a shield.
Oh, I know this photo.
Bought me that morning. And I walked in and I was shaking because I didn't even know he was there. And so my mom was like, you want to go meet Stan Lee? And I was like, but I like was shaking and I like put my hand on his shoulder and he could feel that I was shaking. This 9-year-old man at the time feels me shaking. And he was like, attaboy, Cap, we're okay. And then like, I was just like,
I'd cry.
And the only reason I did what I did, so I got the ticket, it was $100 to get the photo, but then I paid another $100 for a certain comic and had him sign it. And so I paid like $250 in total for everything. And it was the last time he announced it was the last time he was coming to New York Comic Con. So I was like, I have to. I'm never going to get the opportunity again.
Had to do it. And you literally didn't.
Yeah. I have the comic right behind me. It's actually the renewal issue where he's the priest.
Oh, nice. But yeah, so Comic-Con coming up soon. Lots of fun stuff. Wonderful episode. Nice to be back with the both of you at the same time. Then I don't know what we're gonna do the weekend of New York Comic Con if we're all gonna be together. It's probably not gonna. It's not gonna happen. We're probably just gonna have to postpone the episode.
Jordan, the 2 IT guys are gonna be together and
I'll be
busy.
I'll be here. You guys will be seeing the video. It'll just be me. There'll be none of this.
I want to make it clear. If Jacob does this by himself, he's gonna look like Thor from fucking Endgame, or from from Endgame. Just saying.
So here's the plan. Here's the plan. What we're gonna do.
Infinity Stone used to be in Jane Foster. We'll see if we can figure it out. If not,
well, it'll be you and some other people if you want, because Saturday is going to be wild.
I'll just make it all about me. Just me.
Here we go. It'll be literally. Everybody ready? This is literally what it's going to look like for all of you. This right here.
And we got this won't be here. This won't be here. I won't figure that out. Or my name at the bottom. I can't figure it out. Anyway, I'll just be here. Not really any.
Jake is we talk for 3.5 hours and not record one fucking thing. He's gonna realize he didn't hit the record button.
Oh shit. I'll be like, Jordan, if you want to upload the audio, he's like, where's the audio? I'm like, I took it on a Nokia from like 2009.
It's on my tape in my voicemail. Can I just mail you it? Like, do you have a
Walkman? I recorded it on a cassette.
It's in beta format. Do you have a beta player?
You have a floppy disk reader somewhere? I have it on a floppy.
Just in case you don't know, at the bottom there's a little lock button. I always lock it.
I want you CD, Jordan. Go ahead and play it.
I want you both to know I'm not editing this out. This is staying the fuck in.
Fine.
If anyone made it this far and listen to this, I'm posting this. This is funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I sent you the vinyl. I pressed it the other night.
The man is gonna just keep this going. I got a
I-
cassette tape. I actually have a cassette tape reader thing, by my father-in-law.
Actually, you know how he did it? You ever go and like the wind up things and it's got the little bumps on it and it plays the little thing? That's how Jacob's gonna record it.
I actually recorded all my audio on parchment paper. So figure that out.
But he does it where you need the fucking lighter at the bottom of it, like some Uncharted shit, so you can read it because he's
You gotta
really
rub lemon
worried.
juice on the back of it to find the map to where I've hidden the video.
Yeah, he's really worried about like.
I'm more of a digital guy. Can you do it on the little drawy thing from like Toy Story?
The
Etch-a-Sketch?
Yeah. You do that on the Etch-a-Sketch, please.
Imagine he does it on the Etch-a-Sketch and you drop it by accident. And you're like, oh shit. Oh, or like it's on Instagram, like when you do Instagram like voice on DM, it only does a minute and then cuts off. And if you're not paying attention, you'll sit there talking the entire time and go, shit, I don't know where the fuck I left off.
Yo, we're giving y'all comedy gold. If you still listening, please rate the show 5 stars on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen. Like the video on YouTube. We are crazy. We're unhinged. I promise we haven't been drinking this early.
I have.
I had a
This
root
guy.
beer, okay? It wasn't a beer.
I had a shot
I
of
had
tequila at 10 a.m.
I had chocolate water. Oh,
Damn.
man.
Damn.
Good episode. What y'all got going on this week? Anything fun before we
I
sign
am
off?
going to the movies for like 8 hours tomorrow.
God
I
damn.
might hear if I have a job sometime this week.
Hey, yes.
Or I'll hear that I don't have a job.
I mean, well, that's no different than now. So like, it's not that bad, right?
Wow. He just said your content creating isn't a job. Damn.
That ain't what I said.
That's what he said. You heard that, right? Ain't that some shit? Anyways,
Ain't that some
no.
shit?
Wow,
I don't get to say what I got going on this week. That's
No.
crazy.
I'm just explaining. You asked me.
That's
I'm
it.
explaining why I'm going to the movies for 8 hours. That's it. That's all I'm saying. With
What are you
me-
watching at the movie theater? You're seeing Don't Worry, Darling, and what else?
So what I'm doing is because I was gone last week in DC, and then the week before something, and then the week before was D23, and then I had COVID, so I've been missing out a little bit. So tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I go see Woman King, Avatar, Don't Worry, Darling,
No.
and Barbarian.
No. You can skip that second one.
I'm not. Love it.
Why? You can watch
Love
it at
it.
home. You can watch it at home. It's the same movie.
Nope. It is not. 100% not. Listen, do you know James Cameron said that he wants Avatar 2
I just want
to
this to be
really
clear. I
bring
want
people
this to be
back
clear.
to going outside and understanding nature and
That
wanting to
name
help
is
the
for now
environment?
and for always banned in this podcast. I don't want to hear it again.
So, not a problem. I'm so sorry. James Cameron. Sorry, I'm totally sorry.
I hate him.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to. I don't know what happened.
I'm not gonna lie. I almost clicked end broadcast before I knew you were about to say that. So
More shocking news. I'm surprised you knew where that was. So
No, I did that.
no, the end broadcast button.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, so we'll be back next week, and then the week after we.
Wow, what I
probably-
had going on since
we
nobody
don't
cared
care.
about me.
So anyway, so next week we're gonna no. I'm adding you. I got you. Go continue. You know what? Wait, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. 100% didn't do that. Here.
I feel like we're just jacking around right now. We're all
Sir, what are you doing next week?
This is institutionalized racism on the Daily Kazoo platform.
No, it's not. See, I'll do it to Adam right now. Look, Adam's gone.
All right, everybody. So this is now the JPhrygian show.
The sad part. Oh wait, no, he's back on. What are you two doing?
I'm not doing it.
All right,
Jesus.
we gotta end this shit. Jordan, tell them what you're doing.
Jordan, what are you doing this week?
This week I just keep putting out videos. I'm still being a father. I almost have to go back to work. My leave is almost over. Like literally the week I go to New York Comic Con. It sucks. All right. Love you guys. Please hit the love you 3000. Satan, sign us off.
Hey, everybody, as always. Oh, wrong one. Hey, everybody. Yeah, hey, they're like, finally, they're gone. No, everybody, just in case you forgot. We love you 3000. Appreciate you. We'll see you soon.
Oh God. Bye.